Episode 57.
How much lab? Hello and welcome to the Pink Hair Girl podcast. My name is Sally Jane, otherwise known as Pink Hair Girl, and this is Rachel.
Hello.
Whenever we set up the podcast, Rachel and I have an argument about how much lap should be showing in the video camera, like how much, how close to be to us and how much of like the below us should be showing. At the moment, Rachel is winning this argument because she likes it like right in close, as though we're sitting.
Mom likes it where you
I like it when you can see
lap.
part of like the person's lap, like it's sitting a little bit further back. So let us know how much lap you like watching podcasts. Anyway, hello. Sorry it's been so long. This seems to be the theme of our podcast at the moment. Hello and sorry it's been a long time since we last did this. But things have been rather busy and rather hectic and changing and all the rest. So we do apologize for the lack of constant or consistent recording, and we will try and get into it a bit better. You'll also
on weekends.
It'll have to be on weekends. You'll also notice we're in a slightly new location, not sort of as visually interesting as our usual one, but because we have to record when the boys are at home, they are busy watching TV where we would normally record, and we are you trying to make interest here behind us by putting stuff?
You need to put some of your things.
I should, hey. There we go. How's that? So anyway, they are busy watching TV.
Yeah.
It's to keep them quiet, because this year is all different.
Yes,
normally
very.
it is different, and normally we would record when Titus used to go to playgroup, but Titus is now too big to playgroup, and so are you going to tell them? I'm going to tell them.
You.
I'm going to tell them. And Rachel's going to school, so that's our other big news. So the quiet mornings when Titus or whoever might be at school, well, Rachel's also at school. So unless I do, well, I might actually do some of these on my own. It might end up that I do some podcasts on my own and some with Rachel. Otherwise, our schedules aren't always going to coincide because she only finishes school at 3:00 and then she's got homework and things like that and the boys around. So it doesn't,
You finish at 7 o'clock at night, eat supper, go to bed.
Yeah, so it doesn't always work out to try and fit podcasts in, and the weekends sometimes tend to be busy. So this is Friday afternoon and they end at 1:00. So we are trying to do this between coming home from school and going to Scouts, Cubs and Scouts tonight. So that's the plan. Oh, I'm sticking to my needles. It's very hot. Very, very, actually, well, today is only 30 degrees, which is cooler than it has
37.
been. Yeah, 37, I think. Was that yesterday or the day before?
Celsius,
Yeah.
not Fahrenheit.
No, Celsius. It's been we've had a terrible, our country's in the grips of a very bad drought and a heat wave, and so it is really very, very hot. So we try to, I actually feel my hands sticking on
That you feel like you're just
The
melting
needles, yeah.
slowly. In class it's horrible.
yeah.
And your pen slips and you have to cross your whole thing out.
Do you like school?
Sort of.
Yeah. We're not going to go into all the reasons why. I'm sure there are people that are interested. There are lots of different reasons, and I know it seems a bit strange to go from unschooling to suddenly putting the kids in school, but we've always said we will homeschool as long as it works, and at this point we needed something different, and so this is what the next step is, and the kids have been part of the decision and have wants to try this, and so that's what we try next. The school's very nice, a very small school. It's really, really lovely. The teachers are very accommodating. No one's been critical about homeschooling or that the kids work at a different pace or that they can't do Afrikaans. Although Emma speaks Afrikaans, the children have never done written sort of formal Afrikaans lessons, so they both have to catch up on that a little bit. Oh, my knitting's sticking. It's so sticky. Yeah, the what we're drinking is not coffee or anything. It's just cold water with ice. So I think my ice still melted even. It really is hot. So you might hear the wind blowing outside because
It's windy.
the only good thing is that it is windy. Stupidly, I decided to wear a dress to go and fetch the
Yes.
children from school. So I'm like walking along trying to hold my dress down because in Cape Town you can't really wear a dress at this time of year.
You wear dresses in winter, but then it's too cold. I don't have any dresses in my wardrobe.
Oh, I might actually pin up my hair because even your hair down your back is very.
Yeah, I put up my hair for school, even at party.
Anything down your back is so. I know most of you are in the grips of winter and it's really cold, but yeah.
You don't want to trade with us. I'll trade with you, but you don't want this heat.
Yeah, you don't want this heat. We don't have air conditioners, so anyway, let's stop moaning about the weather. What have we been doing? The last time I put up a podcast, actually on the day that I put up the podcast, we went to meet two Ravelry friends, or Instagram Ravelry sort of friends. One that I've met before, she comes to South Africa to do kite surfing and paragliding every year in the sort of November, December, January time. And this is Sabrina from Switzerland. And so she came last year to the Cape Town knitting group. And so this year she was back again. So she'd been to our December knitting group. And then I was meeting another girl from Switzerland. I think they'd met before once. They sort of knew of each other online and from Ravelry and stuff. And I was meeting somebody else from Switzerland who actually lives in Basel. Now, when I was much younger, how many years ago did we work out? 16 years ago, 17 years ago. I was in Basel. I did some sort of au pair / nanny work there just after I finished studying. And so I spent 1.5 years, 2 years in Basel. So it was quite funny to meet someone from where you'd been before. And so we met, so Rachel and I went to go pick up Sabrina, who's Donna Rose on Instagram. Did I say that? And Siggy, who is Handmade by Siggy on Instagram. I'm not sure if her Ravelry name is the same. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so we went to meet them and to go down to Gina's place, Natural Yarn, in Kommetjie. It was also a sweltering hot day. It was about 35 that day, wasn't it? So we went down to Kommetjie to Gina's house, and I've got some pictures that I'll put in. There's one that Gina took with her selfie stick, which we all laughed at, but we're quite pleased to have because it was a picture of all of us. And you will see that
we look melted.
We do look melted. I think they say that women are supposed to glow, not sweat. Like apparently to say that women's sweat is rude. It's supposed to be not very womanly. So they say that women glow. Well, we were like sweating like mad. You just see us all like glistening. So yes, but it was lovely to meet them. We had a lovely time at Gina's, and then we went on to a place in Kommetjie to go and have some lunch, which was really lovely.
I'll send you the picture I took there.
Did you take some pictures as well? Rachel took lots of selfies in the car.
I
too.
didn't. I was playing a game.
Ask Sabrina and Siggy if Rachel took lots of selfies in the car.
I wasn't being selfies. I did.
You did some selfies and you took some of the cars going past or something. Anyway.
The car game.
Yeah, the car. And
Siggy
brought us some presents. So let's go the usual story. There was chocolate. And we ate it.
There wasn't chocolate.
There wasn't chocolate anymore. But the chocolate was quite funny because it was 35 degrees. Siggy was a bit worried that the chocolate would melt, so we had a cooler box packed with ice packs. You know those freezable things you put in the freezer to keep the
and
stuff.
The one wouldn't fit.
And the one chocolate was really long. It was this really long, huge chocolate, so we had to.
So Mom told me to snap it. So I snapped it.
Oh, it was with great hilarity. We had to snap this bar of chocolate and try and squeeze it into the cooler box. Yes, but yeah. That was like the 4th of January. You really can't expect us to have now on the 22nd of January to have any chocolate.
If we always podcast, I will always know the date because at school we have to write the date.
So Siggy brought us some presents. So there was chocolate.
Yeah, and you shared, and I got a taste of 2 of the chocolates out of 3, and I got a small bit of the second.
So we got some very cute little tissues with the Swiss flag and some little cows and animals and stuff on. They were just for fun. They're really cute. I didn't bring the boys' presents. The boys also got little presents.
Yeah, Caleb got some stars. Titus got
They got little
Yeah.
stationary things to play with and stickers and stuff. I got some really nice tea. I haven't opened the tea yet, which says
Switzerland.
it's Alpine herb mix, I think.
You can read. But you
Well,
live
sort
there.
of. Peppermint, melissa, something chamomile, thyme. Some of the names I don't. It's basically a Swiss herbal, Alpine herbal mix, basically. So we got that.
Mom, this one's got the red crosses like I'm going to the doctor.
No, the Swiss flag is this way around. The red cross is a red cross on a white background.
Yeah, but look at the back. At the little, those red dots on the
Okay.
crosses.
And I got some soap with the basil, is it a crest? Is it a symbol? I don't know. It's on the little flag. All the cantons in Switzerland have different crests or different pictures or whatever. And that's the one for basil.
That's it?
So it's a basil soap. And I got a project bag. And it's even got the little handmade by Siggy label on it. With the jam, cherry, with pots of like for jam with little
For
cherries.
cherries.
Yeah, isn't it cute? And beautiful yarn. Look at this. It's actually yarn from Switzerland. I've never had yarn from Switzerland before. By somewhere called Woolworks.
Didn't
That's
you
the
make
H.
when you were in Switzerland?
I did. I took some yarn with me, but I didn't know about Ravelry at that point. And this was 1999. I don't think there was Ravelry.
What was
there Ravelry in 1999?
I wasn't born yet.
No, you weren't.
I was born in 2004.
So this is the yarn that I got, and it's orange and pink and purple. Isn't that such a perfect colour for me?
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you. And it is superwash, 100% superwash. And also, she sent me part of our decorations back here. It is a like a frieze, you know, a long wall picture.
Mom, tell you what,
It's
if
a-
you hold that, I'll get up and hold it this side.
Yeah, but no, because the camera's not far enough back, because you don't give enough space, we won't be able to see it.
Well, then we can take a picture and stick it in.
And it's 3 meters, so I don't think you'll even be able to. It's a
3 meters?
yeah, it's a picture of Klein
We don't-
Basel.
we don't
And
have-
Basel is separated by the river, and you've got Klein Basel, small Basel on the one side, and the main sort of city on the other side. And so, I mean, if I sort of run it, it kind of goes around pretty similar to this one at the bottom there. But it's obviously just longer than that. It shows the scene on the other side of the river if you're looking from the main part of Basel. Anyway, so it's this little sort of panorama all
Is
around.
Basel supposed to be basil?
No, it's
Basel
German.
sounds like basil. Like
but it's German.
is Basel the German word for basil?
No, I don't think so. Basil's I, Basil's E. So no, I don't think so. Anyway, so I got this really beautiful panorama of Basel, where I used to live. So that's quite interesting. It was very nice to meet them. We had a wonderful time. They were very friendly. We laughed a lot. It was a great morning, wasn't it? Narrator also got presents. What did you get?
A project.
A little project bag with cows and
It's
Edelweiss.
one of those
It's a lined one, and it's got little pockets inside.
and
And oh,
a ring. I got a ring. Let's look inside your one. Did you want to get a ring?
no, I got yarn. You got that. A ring with stitch markers. Aren't those pretty? Oh, what lovely beads, eh? Oh wow, look at those.
On my little ring, show the hook. The hook's hooked together quite cool.
Why isn't it? Oopsie, I'm going the wrong
Because
way.
you're moving.
Sorry. And then the little ring.
Have your face, because it focuses on faces.
Anyway, so that, and then what else did you get? You got fibre as well, didn't you?
I got moons.
Really lovely fibre. We should have to use just
Yeah,
not.
but I got moo ones.
Mm.
Okay.
You have beautiful fibre. Oh, it's so soft. It's like a little cloud puff. That's very nice. Finished object. What is it? Did it have a label of what's in it? No. Okay. So it seems to be some, did she say? I think she did say. No, don't pull it, don't pull it.
Where's it pull?
So there we go. That's actually quite true. That's not a bad colour reflection at all. Maybe sitting close is quite nice.
Told you.
Lace lap, is that the winner?
Lace lap. It wins.
Oh, sorry, I need to sit up a bit. I'm getting totally sticky here. It's beautiful fibre. So those were all of our lovely things from Switzerland, except the chocolate, of course, because we ate that. Right, and what else? The other thing we didn't tell you about, which I'll just tell you very briefly, because it really does seem like a very long time ago now. For New Year, we decided to start a kind of a family tradition, which the geek had to kind of convince us a little bit about, because we weren't so sure that this was a very good idea when he first broached the topic, was that we should go and watch the sunrise one morning. And we weren't that keen. But as it landed up, the way we timed it, because you had to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so you could be there by 4:45 when the sun actually started to rise. So because we had to drive to the Durbanville hillside where the vineyards are to go and actually watch the sunrise. But the way we planned it actually ended up being on Old Year's Eve, which was quite nice. And we thought we might do this as a tradition, to go and watch the sunrise. So we went to watch the last sunrise of 2015, which was actually quite nice. So we went with a friend of ours that was staying here over Christmas, Andre, who's a photographer, and the children, and Emma and I. And then we drove into Stellenbosch, and we landed up at the Botanic Gardens where we had breakfast, which was very nice. And we think we might make this a tradition to go and watch the sun, like the last sunrise of the old year. And then we didn't do much that night. We never really do much sort of New Year's partying or anything like that. We were just at home. So yeah, I will try and insert a few pictures of that for you guys. I think last time I showed you that I had finished the little baby vertebra jersey for my friend.
It's me.
For my friend Heather, and so I made a little hat to go with it. It's got a tiny bit of 1x1 sort of colour work here, a little bit of contrast colour there, and this is in the L sock wool in the. Is this one the blue toad colourway?
This is blue toad. It's blue toad but it's green.
Oh, it's kind of got greens and blues in it.
Love
So that's
it.
the little hat, and there's the little jersey.
It's a
and then
bib.
I got a little like a bunny thing. You know, with that soft stuff that the kids like you know. I had a blankie with this on the end. And I would like to rub my fingers over it. So it's like a little sleep bunny that's got.
I thought we
these
got the
sort of
grey one.
bends. No, I got the blue one. And this is called Oh So Nice. And this little bunny, and so it goes quite well with the little blue. I was going to knit a toy, but I thought this one's quite nice anyway. So I've got a little bunny and a little hat, and so I'm going to send that off to her because the baby's due next month. So that was I think I showed you the cardigan last time. It was just the hat, so I'll just put this down here. That was just the little hat that I finished to go with that. And then, okay, now I'll tell you about that. Just excuse all the ends. We are contributing to a blanket that Sally Wooldiver is putting together for one of the ladies in Johannesburg that lost her husband last year. So I did this square. We needed to do 20 by 20 centimeter squares. And I did this one with little, with this green one, and it's got like little hearts there in the corner and there in the corner. She said not to weave in the ends, but so But no, you need to weave yours.
Lots of it.
No, you have to weave in the back ones. There's the end on that end there you can leave, but the other ones. So Rachel did a granny square, a multicolored granny square.
It's not bright.
So yeah, we've done.
That took forever because of school.
Yeah, I think I eventually finished the pink around the end.
Put the last row on.
So that was another finished object. I don't think we've finished anything else, have we? Have you finished anything?
No.
You showed your licorice hat was the only thing you finished in ages. You actually haven't done very much.
Can we move on to whips now?
Yeah.
Whips, and then I'll show. You see the mark? I've done one row since we last one.
That's great progress.
One row.
Excellent.
This way. This is odd because that way is actually that
I know,
way.
you've got to figure it out in your podcast.
Yeah, that
and
way,
just kind of
that.
showing it. Yeah. Have you done anything on that? Huh?
I am halfway through joining the last square. I row. Not the last square for pancakes.
Just on that row.
Uh-huh.
I haven't worked on my blanket
In
much at all.
my kitty cat hat.
It's really been very, very hot to knit and do stuff. Although I did. Oh, I know what other finished object we've got.
What?
Dun dun dun.
Oh.
Oh yes, the Sylvie is finished.
You needed to show
Those
the
of you-
podcast.
Well, what I was going to do, I actually messaged Karen and asked her to bring it tomorrow, and then I'll take some photographs of it or maybe a short video of it on her, and then I'll insert that. The Sylvie is finished, and it all fitted very well and it looked nice. I really wanted to finish the Sylvie in 2015. I really didn't want to start the new year still knitting on the same thing. So I managed to finish. I think I cast off everything on, by the right time. I just hadn't done the. Did I have the hood still to go? I can't remember. Anyway, so I did as much as I could, but it's been like 37 degrees. I've been working at 35, 37 degrees with an entire coat on my lap. I was literally sweating. I think I could have lost about 20 kilograms just in sweat from just having the Sylvie on my lap. Anyway, and I finished it and I put the flowers on and I blocked it and I put, sewed the flowers down and all the rest. All the finishing little bits take so long, especially with those flowers, because I wanted it blocked first, because they say, you block it first and then you put sew the flowers down. Sorry. There's lots of cuts for nose blowing because Rachel has a bit of a cold.
Yes.
Anyway, so I blocked it, sewed the flowers down, and then I wrapped it up, and I told her that she was not allowed to open it. Because I didn't want to know if it fitted. Because if it didn't fit, I didn't think I could handle it. It had just taken so long and been such a huge project, and yeah, I told her I didn't want to know if it didn't fit, that she was just lying. I never wanted to see it, and that she was just lying and told me that it fit. Anyway, so her and Rachel disappeared into the back room to go try it on.
Round the corner through the door.
Is the guest room, yeah.
Yes.
So they disappeared off to go and try it on, and it does fit. Look, I did think it, and she was absolutely delighted. She was really, 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 really happy. She said it was like a work. When you knit for somebody and they are very, very appreciative, it is. It's a nice feeling. She said it was like a work of art, and she was going to treasure it, and she even put it on and pranced around in it, even though it was exceptionally hot. So she said she'll bring it tomorrow when she comes to fetch you for swimming, and then I'll take some pictures or a video or something. Yeah. So yes, the Sylvie is finished. I can't actually believe it. And no, I will never, ever, 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 ever make another one. But it did look nice.
Yeah.
Right, so what else am I working on? Because the Sylvie is now, of course, over. So I'm doing on the South African group, there is the sock challenge for 2016 is the brown bag sock challenge. So instead of knitting, last year we were doing a sock every month to a theme, and that was the one where Sally and I had the little club where we got yarn dyed for each other. But neither of us wanted to focus solely on socks or so much on socks this year that we're not going to do a specific sock club, and we also wanted to use up existing stash. So the idea was to go and see, you could really put however many you wanted to, if it was 6 or 12 or however many socks you wanted to knit in 2016. So you take out all the skeins that you want to knit, and then you put them in brown bags and staple them together. And so I've got, like this. I'm not obviously going to look at all of them because they're just the same brown bags. So I've got my sample of this brown bag, and then you pick out one from the, when you're ready to knit, then you pick out one from the bag, from the set, and then so it's a bit of a surprise what you're going to knit. So this was in my first brown bag picking, and this is from Wendy at Yarn Stash. Oh, there seems to be a hair on it there. Wendy from Yarn Stash. And this is very, very fun colorway. I'm loving this. These have been such nice socks to knit. And they've got a little, I've done the Fish Lips Kiss heel. So there's no deadlines. I mean, as I say, it's the 20 something, and I'm only on sock 1 still. So I'm not knitting with any deadline. I think I put out 6, 8. 6. I thought it was 8. 7, 8, 6, somewhere. Anyway, I chose some sock yarn. I didn't choose a whole lot because I knew I want to focus on sweaters more this year. There's a couple of sweater quantities that I'd like to knit up and kind of get out of stash now. So that's sock 1, and I really think it's pretty. Don't you think it's pretty? The orangey blues and purples and everything. I really like it. Very fun. It's been very fun to knit. So that's my one, and then the other one that I'm working on is the Ariel by Brandy Felton, which is this to kind of look like fish scales. Oops, that way. This sort of looks like fish scales smocking up the thing until you split off for the armhole. So it's quite slow because, as you can see from that is well, you can't see, you'll see from here rather. This is a reverse stocking stitch, so you're purling all the time except for the bits that you're doing in, sorry, I'm moving here, in twisted rib, and I'm not twisted rib.
Can't you just flip it round and knit this?
Yeah, but I'm not sure how to actually. Out? It's just the pattern rows. I'm not sure how to do inside out. Anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's no deadline, so you'll see it's all got a bit of light behind there, so you can't see. So it's knit with reverse stocking stitch. So it's a lot of purling, twisted rib on the bottom, and then this sort of smocking up here. And this yarn is also from Yarn Stash. Sorry, I'm trying to see in the camera and see what I'm showing you.
That out.
It depends outside as trees blow what light it catches. This is called Vamp Red, and I'm alternating because being hand dyed, the yarns are slightly different, so I'm just alternating every row just so that I get a good. You'll see those have there's always a slight variation, but you can't notice anything when you alternate rows. And that's my Ariel sweater, which is my first sweater I'm doing this year. And so it is slow. It's slow going because you're purling and then you're knitting through the back loop, and then you're doing the smocking stitch as well, which is sort of slowish. But there's no deadline. I'm not trying to finish any sweaters by any particular dates or anything like that. So it's not like it's got to be done by any specific time. So it's quite nice. Quite nice not to sort of have a deadline every month. Although I'm glad I did last year for the socks. I'm glad I did 12. Did all the socks for the 12 months. I'll be keeping you up. Is this school a bit hard? Yeah, so that's my, those are our works in progress. I'm trying to keep them, small so that I can just get stuff done. And, Sally says knit on. Woo, what happened there? Hello, camera. Woo, I don't know what happened there. As Sally says, you're supposed to knit on one thing if you want to see progress. But, I can't. It is very slow. So, I've got 2. And I did the little hat and I did the squares in between and stuff. And so, yeah. Now, the last thing I wanted to tell you about, one was we haven't actually done a knit along in a while, so if anybody's got some ideas, let us know what you want to knit along. And to let you know that February, which is quite soon, I don't know if we'll do another podcast before February. Oh, Claire's coming next week Friday. So I'm really hoping that we get to squeeze in a podcast with Claire while she's here. So that should be very exciting. Claire from Knit Share Love, she's a wonderful designer, and so hopefully we'll be able to get her onto the podcast. So February is a really exciting month actually. February is always a big month for us because, this year is a leap year. So it is going to be like the anniversary of, I asked Emma to marry me on the leap year. So this is like 4 years later from that. Remember that? Anyway, we'll tell you that story.
You got married 2 years
3 years ago. Yeah. So, and then it's our 3rd wedding anniversary. And it is Tice's birthday. Yeah, and we got engaged in February and all sorts of things. So
and February I have loads of tests.
So the whole of February I'm going to have a big pattern sale on, and maybe we'll do a knit along and we'll do some fun things.
I won't be able to join in.
That's okay. Well, you also on holiday at some point because you go back in March. So part of February you'll be on.
I'll be on holiday.
On school holidays. Yeah. So yes, I'll think of a knit along and we'll include that in it, and we'll have some nice prizes and have some pattern sales and all sorts, because February is a nice month, and we'll tell you all of our stories about. I don't know if I told the stories about the
February
about the leap year and everything, and I'll have to. Well, maybe
it's Olympics. It's Olympics.
Oh, it is the Olympics this year as well.
What date is it?
The Olympics is in the Olympics with this hot weather, the insects and bugs and stuff have just Anyway, so we would like to say thank you very much because we got some washcloths for the charity donation, which you have to start getting organised again. We've raised a lot of money, and I know I did say 7,500 rand was the last time I brought money down, but there's been a lot of sales since then that I need to cash in again from PayPal. And I just want to make a really big shout out to Sarah Hepworth, who every single month gifts patterns to different people to support the charity. And we just wanted to say that it's always noticed and always appreciated, and we just a really big thank you. It means a lot to us. So as I said, the last time I converted money to rands from PayPal, we were on 7,500, and I'm sure it's more by now, so we're just really, really thrilled. So thank you for the washcloths. Now, I know somebody messaged me for the address, but I can't find back in and there was no card with it. There is just a surname and an address on the envelope, but I don't recognize the surname enough to put it with somebody's name. So I'm really sorry that I'm not thanking you personally, but if you let me know who you are, then I will put a shout out for you. So she did these washcloths. There were 3 like this, and this one, and that one. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And if anybody does want to contribute washcloths or hats, we will be doing another drop off
March
in this year. We'll probably do it a little bit earlier because last time we were a bit late, weren't we? We'll probably aim for, instead of it being in, where did we do April last year? Instead of being, we'll try and actually get it done in March this year. So if anybody does want to contribute or buy the Phoenix hat pattern to support Rachel's Burns Unit charity, if you're not sure what that is, I'll put links in the show notes to all the details. We won't go over all of that again. Yeah. When we do the drop off, we'll speak about it. We'll speak about it again. So thank you very much, and just let me know who you were so that I can say thank you. And that's all the knitting. And I know what else I needed to say. When I did what we got, what I forgot to include was when I was at Gina's with Sabrina and Siggy, the phone rang and Gina went off to speak to someone, and then she was faffing with yarn and she was cutting labels and she was doing all sorts of things. And Sally Wool Diaries had phoned Gina while I was there and told her that she must give me a present from Sally while I was there. So she gave me some Stella Fiberworks. I got two skeins.
Wasn't allowed to say who it was from. It was from a certain person in Johannesburg.
Yeah, of course we knew who it was from. So it's kind of, I hope that's picking up. It's actually coming out not too bad. It's kind of pinks with slight touches of orange, sort of like a really corally colour. So it's a double knit, and they're called Oh, it's not got a colorway name. It's just Vital DK, which is 100% superwash, and that's 100 grams. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna make, a hat or a cowl or a something.
Gloves.
Sally says I mustn't put. That's quite different from my hair color. She says I mustn't wear pink hats because then they blend in with my hair. Talking about blending in with my hair, oh my goodness, I saw on somebody's Facebook page the most beautiful hair, and I have now been motivated not to do the same boring hair anymore. Let me see if I can show you a picture of it. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. It's coming up a little bit more blue on the screen, but it's kind of a purpley pinky color. Oh, it's really gorgeous. So I saw this on a friend's Facebook page, and it's the lady that hair this is called on Facebook. She's got an open thing where you can look at the pictures. Lizzie Davies, and yeah, you can look through her albums of hair stuff, and they were so motivating to do something a bit more exciting. No, you don't have to.
I dyed her hair last time.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, why was I talking about that?
Because the yarn, and then Sally said
that Sally said that I
hat,
shouldn't make
then
hats
you
in
said-
pink,
then
and then
you
I thought about hair color. But you see, that's quite different. I could wear a hat in orange, couldn't I? This sort of corally pink color, isn't that different enough? Or should I have a cowl rather?
Yeah,
Cowl,
yeah.
maybe. So that's what I got from Sally when I was at Gina. So yeah, thank you. And now we're melted. So we're going to go, and thanks for watching. And we will try to get back into some sort of a routine, but it's going to take us a little to get used to this whole school thing. It was a kind of a last minute decision, and we decided after the holidays. So instead of having pre-registered and having everything organized before the holidays, we had one day to do all the school shopping. And now we're trying to get used to homework and all sorts of other things. But it's a really nice school, and they've done swimming and drama and pottery and all sorts of things. You haven't started the pottery yet, have you? No.
We had art today.
Oh, what did you do?
We finished the art.
Oh, okay. So, yes, and Titus went this morning. I had the first morning off. Like, I actually didn't know what to do. It was completely quiet. So Titus is going a couple of mornings a week, and I kind of sat there with the silence in the house. Because I normally have my children around me 24/7, 365 days a year. And Emma does, he's very good. He will take them out occasionally, but I've always got something to do. And I did housework, and I did some knitting and stuff, but it was like it was just quiet. I don't get a lot of quiet. It was very nice for it to be quiet for a while.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. And we'll figure out some sort of new routine. Let us know what kind of knit along you like.
And if you like lap or no lap.
Oh, lap or no lap, of course. And
I prefer this.
we'll get ready for some. It was quite nice showing things quite close, I must admit. We will get ready for February with some giveaways and patterns and all sorts of things.
Things. Yeah, lots of things.
Lots of things.
Yes.